Is it hard to be fresh if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. Mm-hmm. See, if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. Mm-hmm. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
You can get how you get lost in the sauce?
Man, a bitch gonna get lost in the sauce, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, man.
I'm sprinkling salt, dropping sauce every street, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it.
Overdose of sauce.
That's what it is.
No meat, just sauce.
When you're born, can you be born with sauce, or do you acquire
no,
sauce?
No, you can't born with sauce.
You get sauce. You get sauce from.
How you gonna be born with seasoning? You gotta get seasoned. I wasn't born without this sauce.
Hell yeah.
I had to acquire this sauce.
We're gonna get this place hot and clammy. Just like the McBoyles like it. The whole family's here.
What is that a jar of? What is that a jar of, dude? What is that? Whoa, Jesus!
Hey, man.
We cannot have the McBoyle brothers in here creeping everybody out, bro. They bang each other.
Yeah.
Margaret, what are you doing here? Is that like a sexual thing? All right, let's do this.
She's still expecting a call.
That's not gonna happen, so just move past it, all right?
You will call her!
How many can there possibly be? Oh, good to see her again. Good. She doesn't know what I'm saying, right? Okay.
What is that, a fight?
Where's your brother, dude?
We just stepped out of the shower. He'll be down in a minute.
All right, listen, you guys can't go... Did you just say we?
Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Ryan.
You think I'm bluffing?
You think I'm bluffing? I think you're bluffing. Then bluff this. Ryan, stab somebody!
McBoyle bloodline's been pure and clean for 1,000 years. This marriage is an abomination.
Now, when you say pure and clean, you mean what exactly?
It means we haven't bred outside the bloodline.
For 1,000 years?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
My client is odd. You might even refer to his family as very creepy.
Now, there was another member of the McBoyle family clan at the wedding the night of the incident. A one Mr. Royal McBoyle, a bird. Look into the gallery and you will see Royal's victims. It took Margaret's vocal cords in 1999, leaving her mute. Keith McBoyle lost his eyes and his ears to it in 76. Fly, my pet! Fly!
Later, bitches.
Oh shit, I'm gonna be sick.
Go, do it. Oh, feel it. Let it out.
Let's just get out of here.
Don't flush.
Talking like a gremlin, hypersonic lady. Out of Iran, out of Iran. Walls are coming down, beat it to Candace Owens. Too much Iran, too much Iran. Miriam Francoise makes me feel like a BBI. No Mongolian, Chinese Greta Wall, Thunberg, 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 Thunberg. Mongolian, Chinese Greta Wall, Thunberg.
Walt, you're just talking like a Mongoloid.
I don't give a f***. I am a Mongoloid. In my heart, I'm a Mongoloid. That is what I am. We are a ward. That is what we are. Yes, we are that. We are 100% that.
That's not something to be proud of.
It is something to be proud of, because the Mongols are the ones who created civilization. And you created nothing but barbarism. You're the fucking barbarians. You destroyed the treasures of mankind. The Mongols only united it. What the fuck do you know about civilization? What the fuck do you know about pride? What the fuck do you have to be proud of? Except looting, genociding, and destroying the cultures and peoples and wealth of this world. What the fuck do you know, Cans cuck?
Well, you're the one here chimping out, so...
I am chipping out, bitch, because I'm a fucking human being. And you're a little soy boy cuck, little bitch. You don't know who the fuck I am.
No, I see you. I think you're a Mongoloid. That's what you...
I am a Mongoloid, you're right. It is what I am, and I'm proud of being that.
Well, it's an anthropological term. It doesn't actually mean Mongol.
Oh, so what's your fucking point? You ugly, disgusting, fucking ugly, disgusting, fucking barbarian, smelly piece of shit. You want to talk racism? I can be way more racist than you, Angloid. What fucking civilizations did Angloids ever fucking have? It needed the Romans to fuck all of you in your ass to give you any civilization. You never had any of your own. You want to be racist? I could be way more racist. You want to talk shit about Asians? What the fuck do you have on Asia, huh?
I have nothing on it.
You have nothing, because you're a Can's cuck, bitch.
I think Israel has unique issues. Here's the one piece of advice I'll give you. Okay, if you're joining the IDF, okay. Leave your fucking cell phone at home and stop taking stupid fucking videos, okay? Cause everybody's fucking you with it, okay? And if you see a soldier, okay, going through a fucking drawer and listen, if you wanna fucking wear a dress and you think it's funny, just don't fucking take a fucking video picture of it, okay? Jesus, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. And if you see a soldier, okay, going through a fucking drawer and listen, if you wanna fucking wear a dress and you think it's funny, just don't fucking take a fucking video picture of it, okay? Jesus, okay, yeah, okay. And if you wanna fucking wear a dress, okay, yeah.
Okay, people. Back again with another one. Bong kakat. Dreams. Okay. Everybody wants to summon Mo.
أنا منساك يا مدركي حتى لو 1500 خلاها 1200 أنا منساك يا مدركي إيه الله يا الحسين يا مدركي يا قهر الأسعار الله ساك يا مدركي وين طول ليسارك انا منساك وين حتى لو 1500 خلاها 1200 انا منساك وين عاش ملك سوق يلا هذه اسمها رقصة العداوة أنا من ساقي سعادة وناسها والله فاتت في العزم والله فاتت
Alaman Saki Abu Turki. Hi people, what's good? What's good? Miku, if you're nasty. What's good? What did Anthony call you? What did Anthony call you? What's good, Unc Phil? What's good? Dalai Lama over here. Epstein Lama over here. What's good? Atklim Kim Tap. What's good, Kosnga? Kos NGA. I don't know. I was oh yeah, due dissidents. I was in chat. What's good, Toivo? What's good, politics? What's good, Cosmic Cat? Wagwan. What's good, Too Old for the Witch? What's good? Tima Kashif. That's too low. What's good? Tima Kashif. Miku, if you're nasty, just got home on time. What's good, Marcos? Who else is in the chat? Tima Kashif. I'm hungry. Then fucking eat. What's good, Jarros? What's good, Kate from Da Da Da? Okay. Let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about the World Cup. Right? Let's start with that. The World Cup is on some fuckeries, people. Apparently, the World Cup is set in North America. I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, so apparently the 2026 World Cup is hosted in North America, in Canada, in Mexico, and the United States. Okay? And as expected, the United States is on some fuckeries. I can't even watch the World Cup, by the way, because my country is like, nah. Because my country is like, nah, we're not paying for that shit. Right? I know the people are not in the mood to watch it anyway, so we're not paying for that shit. So I literally the whole country. I don't know how I don't know how the people in my country are gonna watch the World Cup. I have no idea. And off rip, things are just getting chaotic on the United States side. Like they're doing all sorts of fuckeries. Just like the US is just an annoying country. What can you do about it? Let me check where it started, okay? I think it started with the Iranian players. Like how they treated the Somalian referee. I think it started with the Somalian referee. Let me find the piece of news. I wonder if I have it on Decky. No, I don't think so. Ah, shit. Give me a minute here. Let me find the Somalia. How the fuck do I not have it? They humiliated a lot of the Muslim countries, including Uzbekistan, including Senegal, especially Iran. Iran got humiliated at the airport. But the worst one is the Somalian referee. Let me just search for it. Okay, so the Somalian referee, right? His name is Omar Abdul Kadir Artan. He is considered the best, probably one of the best referees. I don't know if you guys know what a referee is. I don't know if you guys watch football. When they play football, there's two sides, right? And the goal of football is to put the ball into your opponent's net. Okay? Oh, my bad, Blue Somali. So the referee is the judge, I guess, right? Who runs around and is the judge. And the Somali referee is one of the best in Africa. Okay? Or the best, I forgot. Definitely the best in Somalia. What's good, King Shah? What's good, inshallah, King Shah? Why did I call you King Shah? What's good, Ali Cakes? Cakes of plenty. The Somali ref's visa was not approved. He had to return home. Imagine that. You're one of the best referees in the world. One of the best in Africa. I think he's the best in Africa. I'm not sure. And the U.S. just said nah. So this just shows you the level of racism we're working with the U.S. Right? It's not about your how good you are at life. It's not about your status as in your profession. It doesn't matter. As long as you are of a certain race, which is they don't allow Somali apparently these days, right? In the US over here, like that's it. And FIFA did not back him up too. Yeah, exactly. I think his country, was it his country or was it Africa? I forgot, but I think his country came up with a diplomatic passport, and even that was rejected.
Artan just arrived back in Somalia a short while ago to a hero's welcome at the Mogadishu airport. But the Trump administration says he was not allowed to enter the U.S. because he was a security threat. They're going even further to say that he associates with terrorists. That is the assessment from a Trump administration official telling CNN. I want to read a bit of the statement for you so you understand exactly why they're saying they did not allow him to come into the U.S. He went all the way to Miami and was turned back. This individual was seeking admission to the United States. Upon further inspection by Customs and Border Protection, derogatory information, including association with suspected members of terror organizations, was discovered, making the traveler ineligible for admission to the...
Yeah, this will never make sense when they accuse you of being... Because what they consider terrorism is mostly just groups fighting invaders. That's what the Western world called terrorism. Also, the Western world is... Yo, the main source of terror on this earth is the Western world. So they can't really... They really can't... Oh, my bad. I forgot to alert Discord, by the way, that I'm live. Give me a minute here. So you're literally the mother of the Avengers of terrorism, right? The Western world. You don't get to do this, right?
The United States under the Immigration and Nationality Act. And this statement goes on to say, President Trump's administration will not allow any security threat to enter our country, full stop. So what the association here could be referring to is to Al-Shabaab. That is a militant group operating in Somalia. It's an affiliate of Al-Qaeda. They didn't provide any more information about that. But that could explain why a separate Trump administration official, this is the White House task force chief for the World Cup, said this when asked about his case.
There's been one referee who has not been admitted.
Man, shut the fuck up. You look like a terrorist. There's one referee. That accent is a terrorist accent. That accent scares the shit out of me. If I'm walking on the street and there's a referee, there's someone, and I hear that accent, I'm legging it, people. What's good, Marcos? Yanks are incapable of shame. At Kalim Kimtab. Qatar wasted so much money trying to be a good host for the World Cup. The USA is not even getting 1% of criticisms that Qatar did. Exactly. Qatar World Cup was one of the best World Cup. Everybody had fun with no liquor. And white people was like, I can't believe we can have fun with no liquor. It was so brilliantly organized. And the same can be said of the Russian World Cup. Everything went well. The two best organized World Cup, everybody had fun. And those are the most boycotted World Cups in world football. They talked, the white people talked about it. The white people were talking shit about those World Cups for like years in media. It's crazy to see. What do you consider Qatar some form of terrorist country? Do you realize, especially the British, right? The British talk shit about Qatar. Qatar. Do you realize who you are, British people? Do you understand who you are, right? Yeah, and they want to talk about terrorism when they literally made a terrorist a fucking president.
While I can't go into the details, what I can tell you.
No, that accent is crazy. I can't go into the details.
High level is it was for very good reason. I support that decision. I was speaking directly with the Secretary of Homeland Security and the Commissioner of CBP on Sunday. The days are blending together. A couple of days ago on this, and it was for very good reason that ultimately this referee did not get in the country.
Yo, what do you mean this referee? He has a name, people. Holy shit. Fucking. What's good, Dark Knights? What's good, Minna? What's good, Toivo? The whole world should boycott. My country doesn't even buy the rights to the television rights, so we can't watch the World Cup over here. I got people messaging me, people I haven't talked to in 10 years, going, yo, BC, how are we gonna watch the World Cup now? Right? I got my Chinese friends messaging me like, motherfucker, you're Chinese. Okay, I should be asking you, how do we get this World Cup? We can't watch it because we can't afford the rights. The rights are too expensive. The television rights for the World Cup, for the North American World Cup is too expensive. It's like they're purposely being annoying. Okay? Like the Yankees are purposely being genocidally annoying. What's good, Salvation?
The CBP he refers to there, the Customs and Border Protection, that is the agency that determined that he was inadmissible due to vetting concerns. After a huge backlash, both in the U.S. and internationally, that's why they're adding a bit more information claiming that he associates with terrorists. So what the U.S. is essentially saying that when this man is not refereeing international football matches, he is mixing with people who are in Al-Shabaab in Somalia.
Yeah, by Al-Shabaab, they just mean Somalis. That's how they determine terrorism. Right?
Yeah. It's unlikely to have happened because he was vetted here by the U.S. Embassy in Nairobi before he was given a 3-month multiple entry visa. So did that vetting fail here in Nairobi at the U.S. Embassy, but somehow the border official in Miami was able to pick that up? He says he was questioned for 11 hours. He told the New York Times that they asked about Al-Shabaab. So that could be the explanation for why he was not allowed to come into the country. And many in Somalia will be outraged by this. The suggestion that maybe Africa's best referee named...
Oh, yeah, Africa's best referee. My bad. I said one of the best. Literally, the whole continent's best referee.
Referee of the year last year is also somehow associating with terrorists when he's not in football, Rosemary.
Of course he's not. Of course you don't get to of course the US don't get to determine who's terrorist, who's not. It doesn't even make sense. And also, oh, you're Somali? Blue? Trampito hates Somalis. Come on, because look at what Somali people look like. Big up my Somalis. Right? It's all the melanin. Right? All the melanin. Trump wishes he had some melanin. That's why he always wears a fake tan. But it doesn't work. He turns orange. It is what it is. Anyway, what was it talking about? Oh, yeah. He got a hero's welcome in his country. He got a hero's welcome. Let me search for this. Here you go. I think they greeted him, a whole stadium A whole stadium of Somalis greeted him, celebrated him when he got back to. So look at him. He's a beautiful. Somalis are beautiful people. Some of the most beautiful people on earth. They've got the right mixture somehow of humans. I don't know. They did it. Right? Some of the most beautiful people on earth, naturally. It is what it is. It happens. A whole stadium greeted him. It's unprecedented. It has never happened before in the history of the world. It's crazy. And yo, FIFA did not assist him. What's good, Vague Blur? What's going on? FIFA didn't do shit. I think only his country, either his country or Africa. I think his country, Somalia provided like a diplomatic passport. Even that was not enough. So just like that, they can reject an honorable person. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense for them to reject an honorable person from entering the U.S. It's not an honorable country. So it makes perfect sense to me. If anything, they're trying to protect an actual honorable person with credentials from entering a fuck-ass country, a barbarian country. Yo, he looks young too. He looks young. Damn, he's gonna be known around the world now. Let me find the footage of the stadium. I think he was Oh shit! UEFA announced him for Super Cup. No, now what? Like you know the worst referees in the world are the white boys. The worst referees in the world are. Here we go. This is the footage. Yo, a whole stadium celebrated him as a hero. Yeah, because you got rejected by the barbarian country. So you're a hero. You're a national hero now. You're an international hero. Right? I believe I have never seen anything like this happen. Like someone who just got rejected, someone with credentials, one of the best referees in the world, the best in Africa, just got plain rejected from entering a country. He is employed, literally paid to officiate, to be one of the officials of a tournament, paid by the organizers of the tournament, known as FIFA, podcast, right? Rejected from entering the country over some fuckeries. The terrorist country accuses him of hanging out with terrorists. And then he goes back to his country greeted by a whole stadium of people. This is unprecedented. I've never seen something like this happen in my life. The best referee in the world was the ball guy. What's his name? Orlina, I think his name. That was the best referee in the world, and he was also discriminated against. What's his name? Pierre Corlina. That's and he was also, because he was incorruptible. Because they couldn't, the mafias hated him, the gangsters hated him because he's the fixers. The fixers hated him because he was incorruptible. He couldn't be corrupted. Like literally, your job is to not be corrupt, but they hate him because they don't like people who are good at their jobs, because people who are good at their jobs can't be manipulated. Ali, it's true. I'm here in the U.S. surveyor, and everyone sucks. They don't let honorable. Yeah, you're in the same country as Sunset, so it happens. What's good, Irish? What's going on? Casual Nitro. Twitch doesn't send me notifications about. Oh man, I can't be shadow banned on Twitch too. Holy shit! It is what it is. They don't like the cat. Maybe I think they don't like VTubers. I think these. I don't know if that's the reason, but yeah. Wait, what? Kosanga, a tree just smacked the fuck out of your house? Are you staying in Malaysia? Because that happens a lot in Malaysia. What's good, Unk? Too real for this. What's going on? Where do you live? You got to live in Malaysia because over in my country, trees are just because we have storms. We have daily storms. Trees just fall off. Pierre, what's good, Bergie? Pierre Luigi, Colina. Yeah, Colina was the best. He did not make mistakes, but that was his downfall. He was too perfect, right? Because he was incorruptible. He couldn't be corrupted. He couldn't be manipulated. They hated him. The fixers, the fixers don't like him. And this is not. You think this is the only fuckery happening at the World Cup or at the North American? Toivo, this is true. FIFA is extremely corrupt. Imagine, okay, just think of this. Think of this. Think of Russia, right? When the Russia-Ukraine war happened, after a few days, immediately Russia was banned. Immediately, not only banned from the World Cup, not only banned from international competitions, they were banned from owning football clubs. So Russian owners, Russian billionaires, immediately in the blink of an eye had to evacuate whole countries, right? I don't think this happens in all sports. In football, but in football managed by FIFA, it happened in the blink of an eye, just like that. Even though, you know why, right? Because Russia was going to war against NATO and the world and the Western world. So immediately FIFA shut Russians down. Like, there's still Russians playing tennis, there's still Russians playing other sports, right? But in football, immediately. But then you see, and even though that's a war, that's literally a war between two countries, okay? Between two countries, they chose a side. The side is Ukraine, and you know why? You know why they chose a side, right? Because Ukraine is their proxy. Immediately. But then you see Israel, right? You see Israel not banned anywhere at all. It's been like, what, 4 years since the genocide? No, not 4 years, my bad. 3 years, I think. 3 years since the genocide. And this is not war, by the way. Right? This is genocide. This is a whole ass genocide. And up to this day, Israel is free to compete in any club competition, any free, totally, even though the UN has announced it. It took the UN 2 years, right, to announce it as genocide. Nothing. Not even a glimmer. It's crazy, right? Marcos, there's a new channel called Beyond Left and Right that referenced the bunker cat. Really? Let me check it out. Beyond Left and Right. How do you discover this channel? I'm gonna check it out later. And you think this is the only fuckery that happened, right? Not really. Uzbekistan got I think it started with Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan, all the Asian countries, by the way, all the Asian, African countries. It's always us, right? Asia or Africa that gets bullied. So yeah, they got bullied. The Uzbekistan team got bullied at the airport. These are actual food. By the way, Uzbekistan is one of the best in Asia. When it comes to football, Uzbekistan is one of the best in Asia. These are professional football players, people, and they treat them like shit. Right? The Uzbekistan delegation was treated like shit. The Senegalese delegation got treated like these. Senegal, one of the best, most respected nations in football, in international football. Senegal is the reason the French won several World Cups, European Cups. It's Senegalese people and Algerians, right? Treated like dirt. These barbarians have no respect for humanity. And of course, the Iranians got it the worst. The Iranians got it. Oh yeah, it's also Islamophobia because these are, Senegal, Uzbeks. These are Muslims mostly. But of course, the Iranian got it the worst, people. Iranians got it the worst. They forced the Iranian also respected country, footballing country. By the way, big up Ali Tahremi, right? And yeah, the Iranians were forced to let me see. I got this on decky. They were forced to stay in Mexico. They were forced to stay in Mexico, and they have to commute to the U.S. They have to commute to the U.S. every time they play a match. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how crazy that is? Because in football, traveling means expanding energy. I don't know if this is the correct English. Traveling takes away from your energy levels immensely. This is why there's home teams and there's away teams. Away teams have a disadvantage because they have to travel, but only once to the venue. Iranians have to travel every time they play a match from another country to another country, from Mexico to the US of A. Right? That's crazy. What's good, Ray? Casual Nitro. Exactly. It takes a lot out of you as an athlete. Every single element that disturbs your schedule, especially travel, takes a lot out of you. And this is basically sabotage. Toivo, it is intentional. Yes, I agree. Ali, the crazy thing to me that most Yankees don't realize how hated y'all don't. I'm here to inform the Yankees how hated you are. Okay? And I do get shit for this. I do get a lot of people, they're not comfortable with being called a Yankee. They're not comfortable with me referring to y'all as Yankees, but you're going to have to accept it. You're going to have to accept it. Right? Even the cartels in Mexico, this is what the captain of Iran's national team said, right? He got a message from the cartels. The Iranian captain got a message from the cartel. We love Iran. You're under our protection. This is how much of a shit face, how much of a fuck ass shit the US is, that the cartel is right, we're on your side. This is crazy, people. I've never seen this.
کارتلا با ایرانی‌ها رو خیلی دوست دارن. میگن که اتفاقا کارتلا با ایرانی‌ها رو خیلی دوست دارن. به خدا نمیدونم دلیلش چیه. دلیلش رو توضیح نداد، ولی میگه کارتلا ایرانی‌ها رو دوست دارن. داستان شدیم.
بچه‌های عاشق بچه‌های کرجه.
ما درگیر این داستان شدیم چون ما چند روزی رفتیم تولوم، بعد یه روزی جلوی ما رو گرفتن. بعد کلا صورتشون رو پوشونده بودن. آره، ما تو ماشین بودیم. جلوی ما رو گرفتن. بعد ما رو پیاده کردن گفتن دستو بذاری رو ماشین. دست ما گذاشتیم رو ماشین شروع کردن گشتن. خب ما میدونستیم که نباید چیزی با خودمون ببریم، واقعا هیچی نداشتیم، فقط یک کارت بانک داشتیم.
پول و اینا اصلا
30 یورو 40 یورو پول داشتیم همراهمون. بعد اینا پول زیاد می‌خواستن. بعد به چیز خودشون به اسپانیایی میگفتن که آقا ما اینقدر پول می‌خوایم.
Can Miko or Atklim Kimtab translate? Yeah, he said the cartel protected them. He seems happy. You know what? You know what, my guy?
But
yo, forget about the tournament. Just have fun. Just have fun chilling in Mexico. Make network. Just make contacts, right? Make worldwide contacts. Forget the World Cup. It's done. Nobody gives a shit. I can't even watch it. So yeah, this is what's happening with the World Cup. I'm pretty sure something new is happening every day. Some Asian or African country getting bullied at the airport. I'm pretty sure. What's good, Mio Mixo? Cartels are more cooperative with the U.S. government. That's true. That's also true. However, they probably hate the U.S. too. Look, my country is cooperating with the U.S. We don't like the U.S. We have no choice. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, it's not. Yeah, I understand that the cartels could be funded by the U.S. government. I've heard about it. I haven't researched it. Right. However, it is what it is, people. My country is cooperating with the Yankees. Right. That don't mean we like them. Okay. We don't have a choice. If we don't cooperate, yeah, that's the position we are in. When we cooperate with certain countries such as China, Iran, all the other Asian countries, like even Saudi, even the Arab countries, it's voluntarily, it's out of choice because we are Asians and But when we cooperate with the Western countries, generally it's because if we don't do that, something happens, okay? Some people get killed, some people get boycotted. So yeah. Blue, you're from, yes. Interrogated for 7 hours, that's crazy. Atkalim Kimtab. Spanish language YouTube is very pro-Iran. Amazing. Spain is also one of the few European countries which is openly not anti-resistance. Even like fucking Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is so openly pro-resistance. It's crazy. You know how crazy that is? You grow up, knowing this guy. You don't know anything about him. Personal life. You know him as probably one of the best football coaches in the world. Like Pep Guardiola is like the Diego Maradona of coaching, right? He's like the guy. He's the alpha. And he's so openly pro-resistance. It's crazy. Right? It's crazy. This is not some random motherfucker. Yeah, Spain is, and also yes, Latin American. Latin American countries are on site. I remember when 7th October happened, right? The first countries to back Palestine were the Latin American countries. Like not even Iran were first to the scene. The Latin American countries on site. Who burned the Israel embassy is the Latin American countries. They understand this shit. They understand resistance. Who got automated? Nitro. The government is Israel's bitch. I think they should be allowed. Casual Greek people are pro-Iran too. Right, so Yeah, I think that's about it with the World Cup. I'm pretty sure there's all kinds of fuckeries. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of fuckeries are happening as we speak. Too old for the witch. What jersey should I buy? The Palestina club. What's the name? There's a Palestina club in Chile. See, this is how Latin Americans fuck with Palestine heavy. There's a club in, I think it's Chile, which is owned by Palestinians. But if countries get the Iran one, yeah, get Iran. What else? What other countries? Vos XG. What do you mean, Mamdani? Why? What do you mean, Mamdani? Why? What do you mean, Mamdani? Why? This is the wrong channel to do this. How about Mamdani release Maduro in New York? Is it Maduro in New York, Mamdani? Release Maduro. Yo, Mamdani spent 50 million on propaganda. 50 million of New York taxpayers' money on propaganda. Right? And he has stopped talking about Palestine. And he has stopped talking about Palestine. All he does these days is protect the Israelis. All he does these days is accuse people of anti-Semitism. He threw Susan, ever since he threw Susan Abul Hawa under the bus, right? Remember when forget about Palestine, right? Motherfucker does not give a shit about Palestine. Remember when he threw Susan Abul Hawa under the bus? Wake the fuck up. Zio rat, exactly. He's a Zio rat. All he does is protect the Zios. All he does is protect the Zios. Free Maduro, yeah, free Maduro. Do your job. Apparently he's a resistant fighter. He's a commie. Mamdani, free Maduro, free Luigi. Right? Free Luigi. This is not a safe space for Mamdani fans. You're getting cooked. Okay? He is an enemy of the resistance. Okay, let me check Discord for some news. What's good, Truth Sensei? Yes, everybody like, sub, share. Right? And if you got the P's, if you got the P's and the Q's, become a member. Become a member. You get early access to content. Or join the Patreon. Yeah, Mamdani can suck my dick from the back, okay? He's a social democrat. He's a social democrat who platforms Zios, who endorsed Zios. Who did he endorse? Brad Lander, right? Mamdani. Fucking Zio people. Yeah, Mamdani endorsed Brad Lander. A fucking Zio. Really? This is your guy. Right? I am proud to be supporting my friend Brad Lander. This is your guy. Never trust a social democrat. A social democrat will always end up benefiting the capitalists. It is what it is. I don't want to do Mamdani today. I'm not in the mood, okay? We're not talking about Mamdani today. Just go to my channel. I got a video about Mamdani. I think I got a video about Mamdani. Or did I delete that shit? I don't remember. Maybe I deleted that shit. I have a video about Mamdani where we document every single time he condemned the resistance, and also when he prayed at the Shabbat. Yeah, remember when he prayed at the Shabbat altar? It's crazy. Yeah, talking about licking the boots of your master, this is it. Mamdani prayed at the Chabad Lubavitcher Rebbe gravesite. Do you know who this guy is? The Chabad. He was Netanyahu's advisor. When Netanyahu was young, the Chabad was Netanyahu's advisor. The Chabad is who proclaimed Netanyahu as some sort of hero, some sort of superhero, savior. This is who Mamdani prayed at the altar of the Chabad, people. Holy fuck. Not even the most hardcore Zionists did this. Not even the most hard. This is, when you talk about go lick the boots of your master, on screen right now. This is literally licking the boots of his masters. Right? When you talk about Mossad agent, look at what's on screen. Even the most hardcore Zios did not do this. Even Donald Trumpito has never done this. His wife has. He hasn't. Right? It's crazy. This is crazy. Anyway, okay, we're done with Mom. Forget Mamdani, okay? He's a Yankee, okay? I can't spend too much time on a Yankee. Where were we? I wanted to check news. All right, Mixo has a video here.
Is China punishing Panama for siding with America? China is detaining unprecedented numbers of Panama flagged ships. Its companies are reportedly refusing loans to ship owners who want to fly Panama's flag. The pressure on Panama started with President Trump.
We gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China.
Is China punishing Panama for siding with America? China is detaining unprecedented numbers of Panama flagged ships. Its companies are reportedly refusing loans to ship owners who want to fly Panama's flag. The pressure on Panama started with President Trump.
We gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China.
A year later, Panama kicked out a Hong Kong company that had run two of the canal's critical ports for nearly 30 years. Panama said it would sell the ports to an American-led consortium. Its Supreme Court had ruled the company's contracts unconstitutional. China accused Panama of bowing to American pressure. Then, in March, April and May, detentions of Panama-flagged ships at Chinese ports surged. China said it was conducting routine inspections of vessels in accordance with international laws and regulations. But the rise in detentions came just weeks after Panama's Supreme Court ruling. If these detentions continue, ship owners may shun the Panama flag, hitting a lucrative revenue stream for the country. America's Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that the detentions raise serious concerns about the use of economic tools to undermine the rule of law in Panama. In May, perhaps to ease the tensions, the foreign ministers of Panama and China met in New York. China said their relationship shouldn't be subject to third-party interference, a lightly veiled reference to America. But repairing relations is going to be difficult. Not upsetting.
Okay. Number one, the economists cannot be trusted, okay? Number one, didn't one of those old Russian men say what did one of those old Russian men say something about the economists? Let me check. This was a famous quote. Oh, Lenin. Didn't Lenin say something about the economists, which people might have at the time thought it was like, oh, this motherfucker crazy. And then in 2026, he has not redeemed himself. He's, what do you call it? Vindicated. A journal, yeah, he said The Economist, a journal that speaks for the British millionaires. It might sound crazy back in the day. In 1915, this might sound crazy, right? All the Westerners, yo, what's good? Just Pulido. Number one, The Economist can't be trusted with their reporting. Okay, so I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt. Okay, Mixo. But China will do this because China are traders. They do this in our waters too, right? They need safe passage through all the trading channels. Of course, China is going to do certain things to protect their trade, and also there's no reason there's no reason to fuck with China's trading. Like, they're just trading. They're not doing some fuckeries, people. Holy shit. So yeah, any country that sides with the US over here this heavily will be a threat to any country, not just China. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, why would you side with America? That's a mistake. That's a big crime. And The Economist can't be trusted. This reporting is obviously Western propaganda. So it is what it is. I mean, the Russian guy is vindicated again. Right? He said it a long time ago. And now in 2026, people are starting to realize, look, Voss, don't worry about it. This is not a pro Mamdani channel. This is literally an anti-Mamdani channel. So relax, okay? We're not Yankubians over here. How do you say it? There's no reason for us to even talk about Mamdani. We're not a Yankubian channel, right? Even people in the chat are not fucking Yankubians. Like, no, I didn't say you support Mamdani. I said, who gives a shit about Mamdani? This is not a Yankubian channel. Nobody here likes Mamdani. Nobody gives a shit about Mamdani. Okay? Even the Pakistanis hate Mamdani. So relax, okay? Relax. Fucking relax. It's not a Yankubian channel. Stop flooding Mamdani in the chat and pissing me off. Okay? He's a fucking Yankubian. He's a Yankubian. What do you mean he's Shia? Shia is base. Big up the Shia. Right? Wa Ali waliullah. Ali is a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A very knowledgeable person. Probably Ali radiallahu anhu is probably the most knowledgeable Khalifa. Big up Ali. Also the most socialist Khalifa. So big up Ali. Right? Yo, this guy is drunk. No, Pakistanis don't. Those are the Pakistani unks, okay? Those are the Pakistani unks that don't like Shia. And it's some dumb Sunni shit. They don't like Mamdani because he's Yankubian, not because he's Shia. He's fake Shia. He's not Shia. He doesn't even pray the Shia way, people. He doesn't even pray the Shia way. When he was praying in New York, he wasn't even praying the Shia way. Shia don't cross their hands like that. So yeah, he's not even Shia. He's not even real Shia. Gibeon, what's Yankubian? Yankubian. Do I gotta spell it? Yo, Gibeon. It's not Yankubian, it's Yankubian. This is a word we invented, okay? Yankubian. Okay, it's gonna pop off. In about a year, people are gonna start using Yankubian. Okay. Yeah, I think Shia does not cross their hands like that. It's Sunni shit. That's how Sunni pray. At Kalib kept up. He's Indian. Indian. Oh, my bad. My bad. Indian servant family of the British to serve the British interest in Uganda. Voss, bro, what's your Akida? I don't give a shit about Akida. Okay, fuck out of here. Okay. Stop taking shit too seriously. Okay. Toivo, Zoran is not a Muslim. Obviously, he's not. Right? What do you mean? What's your Akida? My Akida is top notch. Okay? My Akida is top notch. 1,000%. Let's move on from the Yankubian. No, I'm not gonna talk about some Twitter personality Voss. I don't know who Daniel Haktu is. Haktua. Right? Haktua. I don't know who that is, okay? No idea who that is. So don't make me talk about some random motherfucker on Twitter. Okay? Motherfucker drunk. Motherfucker drunk. Is he one of those Andrew Tate? Is he one of those Sunnis who promoted Andrew Tate? And he can suck my dick from the back, okay? Anyway, let me check the news. People, don't forget to join Discord, right? Especially the ladies. Right? I hate men. I don't like men. Join Discord. Hey, people. Yeah, Voss, I don't give a shit, okay? Don't make me talk about some guy on Twitter. I couldn't give a shit right now. I'm checking for news. Too long.
With you in a little bit. We want to bring you some breaking news, though, and that is that in the last few minutes, the U.S. President Donald Trump has taken to his Truth Social platform, and he has posted the following. Based on the fact that discussions with the Islamic Republic of Iran have been brought to the...
Voss, do you think women should be allowed to get educated? No. I don't want women to... Women are already smarter than men. I don't want them to get any smarter, okay? They can learn... Only men should be educated. Women don't need education. They already read books, so only men. Men should be forced to be educated. Men need to be forced to read books. Right? Don't worry about the women. Don't worry about the ladies. Men are awful and deserve Jahannam, yeah. I'm in Jahannam as we speak. It's hot out here. It's hot out here in Southeast Asia.
Highest level of Iranian leadership, and approved I have as president.
Look, Voss, if you want to get to know me, just join Discord, okay? Okay. Motherfucker trying to get, what's your Aqidah? Ya akhi, what is your Aqidah? What the fuck you mean, what is your Aqidah? You can't determine your own Aqidah. You just have to have the right Aqidah. You can't determine your Aqidah. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can determine your Aqidah. All you can do as a human being is have the right Aqidah. You get me? What kind of question is, what is your Aqidah? Yeah, akhi, what is your Aqidah? Who the fuck asks this kind of dumbass questions? Only God can determine your Aqidah. In fact, believing that a human being can determine his Aqidah is going against God. Ray, I wish I had various... What do you mean various men to rotate? What do you mean? What, you work at a barbershop? Depressed Napoleon, what is your favorite book? Roald Dahl, Matilda. You know, I like to read communist literature such as Roald Dahl, Matilda, Roald Dahl, The Witches or some shit or whatever the fuck. I also like The Famous Five. Sometimes I read Nazi books, like The Famous Five by Enid Blyton. Those are my favorite books. Right? My favorite books. Anti-Zionist book, by the way, by Roald Dahl, Matilda. He hates he hates those people. By the way.
President of the United States of America canceled the scheduled strikes and bombings against Iran this evening. Discussions and final points have been in both
Yo, this motherfucker trying to get to know me. We're not on a date, Voss. Voss, we're not on a date. Can you present an argument why caliphate will be better than religious freedom? People educated. I'm not a defender of the caliphate, okay? I barely like the Khalifa. I don't even like fucking Umar. I fucking hate Umar, people. I fucking in real life, I constantly ask people about Umar, like just to annoy. I don't even like the Khalifa. So don't get me to defend the caliphate. Okay? Umar is fuck ass. Fuck that guy. Right? Fuck that guy. No caliphate, please. Even at Kalim Kim Tab, no caliphate. No, the caliphate is corrupted. Okay, the caliphate can be manipulated to prop up who they want instead of who should be the Khalifa. Okay? The caliphate it has not been proven to be a good system. The caliphate can be manipulated with. So far the best system has been the caliphate of the working class. Okay? Jarros. Now big up that Khalifa though. Big up that Khalifa. The caliphate is just not good. Okay? It hasn't proven to sustain a good form of civilization or a nation that functions for the people for a long time. It's just not sustainable. Okay, they keep having fucking Game of Thrones style. They keep killing each other over the caliphate. They keep fighting each other, right? Because at the end of the day, the people who were in control of the caliphate, they were part of the race that wanted to kill the prophet. So what the fuck do you expect? These are barbarians, people. These are barbarians. Now, the best system is the caliphate of the people. Do you know are you familiar with this one? The caliphate of the people, of the workers. The caliphate of the workers is the best system. Where yeah, that's the best system. That's proven. They have a track record. Okay, they have a track record in. There was a country back in the day. I think I don't. It's a country somewhere in Asia to the north. I forgot the name. They have a track record. Okay, they went from feudalism to like almost a developed nation in like the span of a few decades. And they could have become the most developed nation on earth, but you know, those barbarians. The caliphate of the workers is probably the best system. Even right now, the country with the best rate of development is the country that runs the caliphate of the workers, Voss, right? So yeah, the caliphate by itself, it does not make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. You have to have a caliphate of the workers. Depressed Napoleon. I don't remember the names of the countries, but mostly it's Asian countries and Latin American countries that has a proven track record. Bro, even the Yankubians are glazing North Korea now. There was an article out in, bro, this is crazy. Imagine you literally, I think the Washington Post had an article. Oh fuck, I can't find it. Let me find it. Even the Yankubians are glazing the DPRK. Like, I'm not a lie. Yo, people, did anybody see this? There we go. The Wall Street Journal. Smartphones, EVs, and brick oven pizza. North Korea is the world's most unlikely. What do you mean unlikely? Why is it unlikely? Here's the question. Why is it unlikely economic growth? Why are they not supposed to grow economically? I think the answer is in your name, Wall Street Journal. Right? Imagine this country being starved to death, being mass murdered by your kind, and then somehow they make it out. They make it out and manage to build an independent country, right? Oh, I can't even read this article. Man, fuck it. Fuck them. What do you mean unlikely? That's crazy. You are the reason that they are unlikely. And yet they managed to overcome that. They had to insert unlikely. They are the reason for the unlikely. That's crazy. Relax, Voss. Just shut the fuck up, okay? For a minute. Do not invite this guy to Discord, please. Okay. I think he's a Sunni. I think Voss is a Sunni. One of those Sunni motherfuckers, right? Voss, you're a Sunni, right? I want to check the news, okay? Can you shut the fuck up, Voss? Right? I'm not supposed to entertain anyone that name starts with a V. Voss, anyone that name starts with a V is gonna be problems, okay? I've never had good interactions with anyone with a name starts with a V. Victoria literally killed my ancestors. Voss, a fucking pedophile, and now Voss. Right, shut the fuck up, Voss.
Concept in great detail, approved by all parties involved. And then he goes on to say the blockade will remain in full effect until it's finalized shortly. Let's go to our White House correspondent, Kimberly Halkett. Kimberly,
Vagina, okay, Vagina, yeah, big up Vagina Bush, though. Vagina Bush is my ADHD signifier. ADHD. Who's Vladimir Lenin? No idea who that is. Vietnam is not a person, Unc. And by the way, Unc, have you not checked out the Epstein files, right? The man in your PFP is in the Epstein files. Who the fuck has an Epstein files alumni in their PFP? That's crazy. Right? Do not put anyone, do not use the photo of anyone who is in the Epstein files in your PFP, people. Unless that someone is in the Epstein files for rejecting, for ignoring the Epstein gang. Okay? Unless it's like Norman Finkelstein who told those motherfuckers to fuck off. Or like, what was it? What's the other guy? I think his name is, was it Fidel Castro who ignored them? Right? There's a few people in there that's in the files because they ignored the Epstein gang. That's the only reason they were in the files. Norman Finkelstein was in the files because he just called them a bunch of pussies. It's just Pulido. People still fuck with the, yes. We have one in the chat. Okay. Right.
Is this what we expected at all from tonight? What more are we hearing from the White House on this?
Well, we're not hearing anything more from the White House. The U.S. president is the messenger. So what we have heard, though, in the last hour is that there was a lot of effort going on with regard to diplomacy. In fact, the U.S. State Department saying that Secretary Rubio, as
Nah, that Yankee accent is mad. It's mad, people. That Yankee accent is crazy.
though, in the last hour is
In the last hour, do you hate words? The last hour. What's good, Ping? We got Ping in the chat. What's going on, Ping?
is that there was a lot of effort going on with regard to diplomacy. In fact, the U.S. State Department saying that Secretary Rubio, as well as the U.S. president, have been engaged and remain engaged directly in sort of diplomacy. And so, as a result, even though the U.S. president was...
Yo, Voss, Wahab is my friend. He lives in Singapore. Okay. Wahab is my friend. He's funny. He's a funny guy. Ping, what about your fake ass accent? There's no such thing as a fake accent. It doesn't exist. What the fuck is a fake accent? Think about it. What the fuck is a fake accent? Think about it. It doesn't exist.
Threatening for there to be a third night of strikes against Iran, that he would hit them very hard. It was clear that what he was doing was trying to get some sort of concession. Now, obviously, that hasn't happened from Iran, but what has happened is that there has been an enormous amount of diplomatic involvement that has taken place, not just by the United States, but also by the U.S. as Arab partners, as well as others that have been in direct contact with Iran. So we're waiting to see what more the White House might have to say about this. But I have to tell you that this action by the U.S. president's not unprecedented. We know that back in his first term, he was threatening strikes on Iran and then just called them off minutes before the launch. On June 20th of 2019, he approved retaliatory strikes after Iran shot down a U.S. drone and then canceled.
Why do they take Trumpito so seriously? Bro. Why don't they just discuss reality? Don't they have someone in the White House they can speak to that can give them actual facts? Why are they referring to Trumpito's Truth Social as if it's an encyclopedia? What's good, Japanese guy? No, Voss is a chaotic. He's chaotic, so just ignore. What's good, Miku? If you're nasty. Diplomacy. JC, Einstein used to let his robe open up in front of women to see. What? Did he? Nah. I'm not an Einstein kind of guy. I mean, I'm not pro using your brain. Jess Pulido, remember when normie NPC boomer libs used to think Tibet was a peaceful utopia? Mm-hmm. Marcos, that can't be her normal. She sounds like she hate the words. Iran. Oh no, she didn't. That's not how she pronounced it. My bad.
Down a U.S. drone. Retaliatory strikes after Iran shot down a U.S.
Iran. You know, it's like she hates the words. Iran. The way she pronounces it. Anna Nus. Anna Nus. What? Anna Nusus. Don't some hate the Dalai Lama because of the suck my tongue incident? Oh yes. No, people, let's not get into the Dalai Lama, okay? That's a whole traumatizing moment for us. Minna, Marquitos is here, I will leave. Yo, Marcos, leave. Leave right now. Voss is, what are you, Captain Obvious? Voss, relax. Go say all this to, I don't know, to Vanguards or some shit. These are all obvious things to us. These are outdated, you know. These are all outdated shit that we already know, boss. Stop being Captain Obvious in the chat. What's good, Professor Oak? Are you a biologist? Professor Oak. Black Banana send what's good, Unc? Send him to Vosh. Yeah. Yeah, go to Vosh. Okay, go to some liberal stream, right? Vosh, maybe the Vanguard. Daniel Hakikatu.
U.S. drone and then canceled
I'm
them
listening to
roughly
Yankees
10
talk,
minutes.
Sticking points left at all. I mean, do we have an idea of, clearly there were sticking points, of what those were and why it has taken so long, given the president insists they are so close to get to this point, assuming that we actually do have a deal?
The U.S. president
Yo, what's good, Boku, my guy?
is very much a cheerleader. He does like to project optimism. And so there's no question that this is a deal that is close, but getting it across the finish line seems to be the biggest challenge. And so as a result, the U.S. president continues to effort that, but at the same time is once again threatening strikes that he has now just called off, something that we've seen him do before in order to try and get the concessions that he wants. Now, in terms of the rhetoric, well, Donald Trump is known to use bombastic language. Well, behind the scenes, there are teams that are quietly working, trying to work out those details of a potential agreement. But again, as you point out, we've heard this before. We've heard that an agreement is imminent, only for it not to materialize. And so the bottom line.
I literally cannot focus because her pearl necklace is I'm distracted by the pearl necklace. That pearl necklace is crazy. Okay? That pearl necklace is crazy. Mio Mixo, Minna lives in the northern equator. As such, is a class trader, which means, and what? The fuck are you talking about? Boku, unofficial Hassan. Which Hassan? Hassan Piquer, Hassan Minaj, Menage a Trois, Hassan, what's the other one? Mehdi Hassan. Ping. BC gets tested bi-weekly. What are you talking? Tested for what? For AIDS? I'm not a hoe. I'm not a hoe. I don't need to get tested for AIDS weekly, bi-weekly. I'm not a hoe. I don't fuck around. Since Ping is here, let me pull this up. Since Ping is here, let us educate ourselves on gender, on sex, right? I think I saved this. I hope I did. Ah, fuck. Maybe I didn't. Oh, here we go. Since Ping is here, let's do some propaganda. Yeah, join the caliphate of the people. Discord.gg/bunkercat. So since Ping is here, let's do this. Let's talk about this. Right, Ping? Pay attention, Ping. Can you focus? Cultures that recognize more than two genders since ancient times. Okay? Mahu, the Mahu of Hawaii. Mahu is a traditional gender category in native Hawaiian and some other Polynesian cultures, referring to people who embody both masculine and feminine qualities. Historically, Mahu often served as teachers, educators, healers, keepers of cultural knowledge, Ula experts, spiritual guides. And I'm a Polynesian. I'm you know, my race, my ethnicity is also. I mean, the scientists have theorized that my race comes from Polynesia, from Polynesians who travel, right, and ended up over here. It could be There's several sources about this. Some say Polynesia, some eliminate. Some say China, some say Thailand. Maybe it's a mix. Maybe even Africa. Maybe it's a mix of Africa, Polynesia, China. That's how that's how my race came to be. My ethnicity, Polynesia. So this is why naturally I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't give a shit about the Western construct of gender or sex. I don't give a shit. I just don't. I was born watching third genders on TV. And I did not feel any type of way. I did not oppose it. I did not propose it. I don't give a shit. We accept it as natural. Okay? Before Western contact, Mahu identities were generally accepted within Hawaiian society. With the arrival of Christian missionaries in the 19th century, many indigenous understandings of gender and sexuality were suppressed, and Mahu people increasingly faced discrimination. This is a tale as old as time. Most of these countries, right, colonized, before colonization, we did not have any gender construct as rigid as the Westerners. But then these Westerners, they come and they introduce their rulings, their laws, right? Hijras of Indian subcontinent.
But they stink the whole place.
But they stink the whole place. Hijras are a recognized third gender community in South Asia with a documented history spanning over 4,000 years. Mentioned in age-old scriptures like the Kama Sutra and sacred texts like Ramayana, the Hijras played an important role in and held a very respectable position, even acting as advisors in royal courts. Their status, again, like I said, this is a tale as old as time. Their status was heavily criminalized under British colonial rule, leading to the severe marginalization they navigate today. Okay? Is Ping still in the chat? Yo, Ping, listen. Listen, Ping. Right? This is also what happened in my country. The British came to my country and they criminalized sex via the, you get me? Even if you're like even if you're like a man and a woman and you do sex that way, it's criminalized by British law. In 1871, the British colonial administration enacted legislation that classified Hijras as criminal tribes, empowering authorities to detain and surveil them solely on the basis of their identity. Following India's independence in 1947, this discriminatory law was eventually repealed. However, the legacy of marginalization continues to affect Hijra communities today. Despite their respected roles in certain cultural and religious ceremonies, many Hijras continue to face stigma, discrimination, and social exclusion. Limited access to education and formal employment has contributed to widespread economic hardship, often leaving begging and sex work as some of the few available means of survival. They also frequently encounter violence, abuse, police harassment, and barriers to accessing equitable healthcare services. Yeah. They are subjugated by the British influenced Indian government. Okay? Anyway, Jess Pulido, I thought BC was ethnically beige. Yes, I am. I am what is known as a fair-skinned person in my country. Right? I'm a fair-skinned person, so I do have white privilege in my country. I do. Yeah, you guys don't understand. I do have white privilege. Like sometimes when I visit my family out in the paddy fields, in the farms, they look at me like I'm some I'm not lying, okay? they look at me like I'm some kind of god just because I have fair skin. And the reason I have fair skin is because I don't have to work in the farm. that's why. If I had to work in farms, I wouldn't have a fair skin. Right? It's kind of funny. Ping, how many STDs have you had? What do you mean? What does this have to do with your homophobia? You can get STDs with straight sex. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Vagina Bush. What's good, Vagina Bush? I've never done anal sex or any sex, but I will never let anyone convince me it doesn't feel like reverse pooping. I don't have any opinions on this. Never done it either. Never had it done to me either. Okay. It's off limits. But that's just personal, okay? That's personal. Just Pulido. This is true. I'm an indoor cat, okay? I'm too lazy to wear sunblock. That's what, most of the reasons why I don't go outside is I'm too lazy to wear sunblock. And then, when you wear sunblock, after you're done for the day, you have to use makeup remover and shit. It's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it. Right? When you wear sunblock, you got to remove it with the makeup remover. Oh, man, it's a whole thing. It's not for me. All right, let's get back to this. At Klim Kim Tab, we had a trans guy who hosted the most popular talk show back in the 2000s. Somehow he got highlighted in international media. And after that, we had bare trans people on TV. Like, Malaysians are very trans friendly, naturally. The only reason, mainly the reason we started hating on trans people or like even gay people is because of the British. The British they criminalized that shit. So in order for us to decriminalize, gender fluidity, we would have to, to reverse British laws. Imagine that. Okay, Ping. No, lesson is not over. Bugis people. The Bugis people of South Sulawesi. Traditional Bugis. Bugis is, by the way, is Indonesian, right? They are known for being pirates. They're not pirates. They're just, they're just seafaring people. The Western world call them pirates, okay? And I'm familiar with Bugis people. I grew up in the south of Malaysia, where most of my friends were from Bugis ethnicity. Traditional Bugis culture recognizes 5 genders: Orowane men, Makunrai women, Kalalalay people assigned female at birth who take on social roles traditionally associated with men, right? Kalabay people assigned male at birth who take on social roles traditionally associated with women. Bisu, a distinct gender category regarded as embodying both masculine and feminine elements. Okay? So yeah, big up the Bugis people. They were known as pirates, but all they are seafaring people. I am familiar with the Bugis people, right? The Bugis people of South Sulawesi are often cited as one of the clearest historical examples of society recognizing more than 2 genders. The Bugis examples challenges the assumption that all societies naturally organize gender into only 2 categories. Their system demonstrates that gender diversity can be embedded within a society's religion, social structure, and worldview, not merely as an exception, but as an integral part of cultural life. Right? The Bugis people, mostly they reside in Indonesia. There are also Bugis people in my country. Okay, I might have some Bugis blood, I'm not sure. Because I do dream of the sea sometimes. Maybe that's a Bugis blood in me. I don't know. Okay. But I did grow up in the South where there are a lot of Bugis people. right? So you can see the pattern here is natives are mostly gender fluid. We don't give a shit about gender fluid. Gender is fluid, right? Only the Western world wants to introduce rigidity in gender. I don't know why. Maybe because they like to divide people like this. They like to keep people divided. So they like to introduce unscientific scientific concepts. They like to force it on the natives. Okay? The two-spirit people of North America. Many indigenous nations recognize people who embodied both masculine and feminine social roles. Today, the umbrella term two-spirit is often used, though each nation had its own specific traditions and identities. Many indigenous nations recognize people who embodied both masculine and feminine social roles. Roles in society. In many communities, two-spirit people were healers and medicine people, spiritual leaders, matchmakers, artists and craftspeople, keepers of ceremonial knowledge, mediators between social groups. Okay? The Fa'afafine of Samoa. The Fa'afafine are a recognized third gender category in Samoa. The word literally means in the manner of a woman. Fa'afafine identities existed in Samoa long before European contact and colonization. They are deeply integrated into Samoan society and traditional family structures. Okay? Traditionally, Fa'afafine often participated in family caregiving, contribute significantly to household and community responsibilities, play important roles in cultural performances, education, and community service, act as caregivers for children and elders. The Muxes of Mexico. Oh, somebody had, Vagina Bush. Somebody had breast reduction surgery. Oh, wait, it's a British person, okay? It's a limey. My bad. We don't want to talk about that. There was a guy who got breast reduction surgery. Muxes are members of the indigenous Zapotec people community of Oaxaca, particularly around Juchitán de Zaragoza. They are often described as a third gender that has existed in Zapotec culture for centuries, predating Spanish colonization. Most Muxes are people assigned male at birth who occupy a distinct social and gender role within Zapotec society. Some present in traditionally feminine ways while others may not. Many Muxes do not identify neatly with Western categories such as gay, transgender, or non-binary, although some may choose those identities as well. So as you can see, a lot of natives, a lot of Asian natives, Latin American natives are gender fluid. Like that's just the way it is. Okay? So yeah, is Ping still in the chat? Yeah, he's gone. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway. Alright, so we got rid of Ping. Yeah, join Discord, people. Vagina Bush. I don't think Ping has thought about that beyond their icky and thing. Yeah. Sapatra. What's good, Sapatra? Transphobia is a big part of the patriarchal white supremacy structure. Yeah, they want to divide people as much as they can, right? In Asia, we want to unite people as much as we can. We look for similarities. We don't look for differences. We look for similarities, right? When we look at people, we try to find similarities, and that's how we start. We start with similarities, okay? But the Western world, they like to start with the differences, okay? You can notice this in social interactions. Westerners are obsessed with differences, but an Asian would always focus on similarities. Like, hey, you use that word too? You know, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that. Hey, you use that word too, so do we. We focus on similarities. We find similarities. That's the Asian way. Because we focus on collectivism. Right? That's how you construct collectivism, by focusing on your similarities. Differences is how you learn from each other. Differences is, you know, when Asian countries, when we trade, that's when differences becomes educational. When the Yemenis came to Malaysia, we were like, oh, okay. First we go with the similarities, that's how we born, and then we see the differences. We see, hey, what's this Islam shit? Yo, Yemen guy. What's this Islam shit they teach us? And yeah, and then we accept it. Differences are there to be accepted, to be embraced, or to be celebrated. If you can't embrace it, you can celebrate the differences, right? You get public holidays from differences, right? You could be different from someone and benefit by getting public holidays, right? How many Chinese people in Malaysia enjoy going back to their hometowns during Eidul Adha, Eidul Fitri, right? They don't give a shit. Alhamdulillah, they say, the Chinese people. The Chinesers, right? They say Alhamdulillah for Eidul Fitri and Eidul Adha, even though this is a difference. We don't celebrate this, but we celebrate it for you. You get me? So now we're gonna go back to the hometown. We're gonna take this public holiday, even if it has nothing to do with us, and we're gonna celebrate it for you, right? This is how we celebrate differences, right? Minna, why do you make a Sunni show up? Did Voss join the server? Look, we lost our Sunni, okay? We lost our Mo Sunni. We lost Mo, so we need to replace. And Arab Pride, what's his name? Arab Pride is not enough, okay? He's not enough. So yeah. Vagina Bush, everyone in Malaysia is a Chineser. Okay. You might be even right. But I don't think the Indians are Chinesers. My race might have come from somewhere from China. Okay, I haven't researched this. I don't remember. I did a research, yes, when I was young. And yes, one of the hypotheses is that my people came from a province in China with a mixture of Africans and a mixture of Polynesians. So that's how I came to be as a person. Jaros, his first post was calling me a Jew. Fuck. That's fine. Is it this Som guy? Vagina Bush, I come from a Sunni family. Do I count as a Sunni atheist? Yeah, it's true. People are born into religion. Religion is a race. Vagina Bush, what's wrong with racism? I have no idea. Okay, what else do I need to cover? World Cup, I did that. Sloppy Toppy. Yeah, let's cover some schlop.
When you take a look at what the Yemenis or the Houthis at the time could do in terms of inflicting pain on Israel, it is not comparable to what the Iranians can do, in the sense that the Iranians can shoot 200-300 missiles at a time. They can do so consecutively for several days in a row and degrade the Israeli air defense systems, the radar systems, and cause them to run out of interceptors, and then get a very large number of these missiles through.
You mentioned in a recent post, going back to this question of acting on behalf of another country, which is, of course,
Jess Pulido, can you keep streaming for another 4 hours? I joined late. I feel like you've been here from the start. Boku. Yo, Boku. What the fuck, Boku? Right? Hassan DSA species NY. Okay. And?
Of course, related to what you were literally just talking about. You wrote, "This is the first time in decades that a regional power has the means, capacity, and willingness to put hard power against Israeli military maneuvers or aggression against a third party," end quote. So how would you compare that to, for instance, what Ansar Allah did when they intervened, in a sense, by blockading ships linked to Israel's genocide of Gaza from entering the Bab al-Mandab Strait? How does this kind of compare?
I think there is a difference, and I think many people pointed that out and pointed it to arguing that that was the same thing. I think without a doubt what the Yemenis were doing was not insignificant. But when you take a look at what the Yemenis or the Houthis at the time could do in terms of inflicting pain on Israel, it is not comparable to what the Iranians can do. In the sense that the Iranians can shoot 200-300 missiles at a time. They can do so consecutively for several days in a row, and over time, and not long of a time, degrade the Israeli air defense systems, the radar systems, and cause them to run out of interceptors, and then get a very large number of these missiles through. So in the last day of the 12-day war last year, they got more than 50% of their missiles through, even though they shot a much smaller number of those missiles. Whereas what the Houthis have been able to do is to every once in a while shoot 1 or 2 missiles. That is just not at the same level. Now, their blocking of the Strait of Bab el-Mandeb, of course, is the Red Sea is, of course, not insignificant, but it is not this at the same level of if the Iranians really were to put all of their forces behind us. Again, we don't know if that's what they were hinting at, whether they're going to go in that direction, or if they wanted to just slowly but surely kind of test these.
At Klim Tab. Rita Parsi might get targeted by ICE for some reason. Oh, really? He is getting shit from Loomer and Trump admin, even though he is from a Western think tank. I mean, that's how if you live outside the Western world, it's harder to target you, right? But if you live within the Western system, that's how they can, like what they did to the Albanese. That's how they can, what do you call it? You can sanction you. That's crazy how you can sanction human beings. Like just one singular human beings. People don't realize how crazy this is and how fucked up your country is that you have the audacity to sanction a literal human being. People don't understand how crazy that is. Vagina Bush, Hassan sucks. I still don't get how he's cute. Yeah, I mean, look, if you live in like a Mediterranean country or like Arabic countries, you might get bored of his face, okay? Like, yeah, literally, like, I went to like, even over here, like, you go to a kebab shop, you'll find a motherfucker, a Palestinian, way more cuter than he is, easily, in Malaysia. So, yeah, I understand it, okay? But that kind of look is quite rare in my country. So that's why I found him cute, okay? That kind of look is rare in my country. However, just go to a Palestinian shop or some shit where a Palestinian works, you'll find a Palestinian way cuter. Vagina Bush, if he were my kid brother, I'd disown him from lip crumbs. Ray. Oh, you were replying to Ray. I found him cute as in endearing, like a kid brother. Toivo, new in denial video about Israel. How long is this, Toivo? How long is this video? Yeah, Toivo likes to give me 50-minute videos. I have a day job, Toivo. Okay. Okay, Toivo, I have a day job. The only time I could listen to a 50-minute video is in my car. Okay, Toivo. Politics. Women don't have chest buttholes. What? Chest buttholes? What the fuck are you talking about? Women don't have chest buttholes to help heat male butt sacks. What? What are you talking about? Ooh, I just let out a fart. Amazing. Yeah, what is going on here? Explain yourself. Right? Women don't have chest buttholes. I feel like they do. Right? Whatever that means. I feel like everybody has. Into the mic, Miku. There's no time for me to adjust my body to, you get me. Because when it happens, you gotta let it happen. You can't be thinking about, oh, maybe I need to position my butt at the mic. There's no time to think. You get me? I feel like they do have politics. Explain yourself. They do have chest butts. Whatever that means. I think both man and woman are capable of possessing a chest butt. Greaser, so your headline is misleading. Do you hate Plataner? What headline? Oh yeah, I got some shorts out. Speaking of Schlappy Toppy, I had some shorts out. Do I hate Plataner? It's not even in the headline.
It is official. I am being sued by Ethan Klein.
So, after losing to Denims, Ethan Yahoo is now suing iDubbbz. Not because of iDubbbz himself. Yeah, so Ethan Klein is suing iDubbbz. That's one of my shorts. Please check out my shorts. I'm making shorts because sometimes I don't have time to stream. And I got to cover Schlappy Toppy, so I will do shorts. And then I had a shorts about Trumpito getting booed. Look, what's his name? Greaser. Your headline is misleading. Do you hate Plataner? I don't hate Plataner. I'm a Yankubian. There's no need for me to have any opinion on Plataner. But I believe Plataner should be Minecrafted in redacted. Okay? He should be redacted. Anybody who participated in the murder of people from my region, known as the Global South, anybody who has participated in the mass murder of people in the Global South needs to be executed in Minecraft. Okay, Greaser, Cutter, this is what I believe. Right? So he does not have the right to exist. Plataner does not have the right to exist. He is on thin ice. Right? His existence is on thin ice. This is what I believe. Right? And the fact that he is celebrated by the Yankubians is comedic, but is expected of Yankubians because Yankubians are barbarians, savages, so they celebrate. They celebrate Plataner. Greaser, then the military shouldn't exist. Yes, exactly. You're getting my point now. The U.S. surveyor is an illegal entity. The U.S. surveyor itself shouldn't exist. Right? Vagina Bush, yes. Global South is not geographical. How many times I got to say this? I choose who's in the Global South. It's not geographical. It's a state of mind. So yeah, Greaser, you're right. The military shouldn't exist. The USA shouldn't exist. It is an illegal entity. Much like Israel, it shouldn't exist. The USA do not have the right to exist. If another civilization, let's do hypotheticals in Minecraft. We're talking about Minecraft, right? Yo, Greaser, okay, the reason I always say the name before I read your comment is because some people are blind. Some people are blind, they don't see the screen. So I say people's names to indicate to the blind person watching, listening to this, that I'm reading a comment. I do this every single time because there are blind people watching the streams. Or some people don't even watch the stream, they listen to the stream. So I need to make it accessible to them to indicate that I'm reading a comment from the chat. So I will read out the username, such as @KlimKimTab. Right? I do it every single time. This is gonna happen. So, okay, so what was I saying? Shit. Yeah, the US surveyor is an illegal entity. The USA does not have the right to exist. Let's do Minecraft hypotheticals. If, for example, there's a big civilization, if there's a country, if this is the hypotheticals, if there's a country as powerful and as powerful, as large as the USA, if this country starts attacking the USA just for no reason, I would feel nothing about it. Because if you attack an illegal entity, it's not war. Okay? It would be just natural. You know, if your body is infected with cancer, I mean, it's not infected. Cancer is not, it's not an infection, right? If your body is being invaded by an outside entity, by an illegal entity, it's only natural for the body to get rid of this, you know, like spores, right? If spores start to invade sections of your body, it's only natural, right? Actual facts are thrown at you. The impact will blow trees back and crack statues, right? It's only natural for that illegal entity to be purged from your body. So in this world, if you imagine this earth as a body, if another country attacks this illegal entity known as the US surveyor, it's only natural. Actual facts are thrown at you. The impact will blow trees back and crack statues, right? I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and high prophecies can't define how I'll be dropping these. Mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robbery. Possibly they spotted me, right? There's no place to hide once I step inside the room. Dr. Doom, prepare for the boom. Bam, oh man. Scream like Tarzan. I'll be tossing and forcing. My style is awesome. I'm causing more family feuds than Richard Dawson. And the survey said, you're dead. Anyway, where were we? Greaser, I don't want to be murdered in my own home because I didn't choose to be here, to be from here. I don't give a shit, Greaser. I do not give a shit about the feeling of barbarians. Leave. Okay? Okay, by the way, this is all hypotheticals. Okay? I don't want to hear excuses. Just leave. Okay? I don't want to hear excuses. I was born here. I never hear excuses from from Americans who are cool. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I only hear these excuses from these Yankubian barbarians. Right? Who still believe in Yankee land. Right? I don't want to hear excuses, okay? Just leave or whatever the fuck. Who gives a shit? Right? And then come back. Now, when we say attack the system, the government, okay? Not the people. Because you're a Yankee, Greaser, okay? Yeah, this is all in Minecraft, by the way. Greaser, because you're a Yankee, when you hear attack, you think attack the people. This is because you're a Yankee, and Yankees are used to, when attacked, they think of attacking the people because this is what their government do. They are subject to the way that their government operates. So whenever they hear attack, they think attack the people. But do you not see what's happening with Iran? Do you see how Iran operates? When Iran attacks military installations, Iran attacks military bases, Iran attacks, industrial locations. Iran does not attack the people. Only the US surveyor attack the people. And because you're a Yankee, Greaser, you think attack the people. Right? That's Yankubian brain rot. When we Asians say attack, we say attack military installations, the 800 military bases, foreign military bases around the world, right? Attack the system, the government, right? The politicians in Minecraft, right? This is what we mean, right? So you need to deprogram yourself from the Yankee brain rot infesting your brain. You need antibodies against the Yankee brain rot that has infested your whole body, your brain, the way you think, right? Comrade N was only listening so far. The data centers, right? Anyway. If you want beef, then bring the ruckus. Juice gang ain't nothing to fuck with. I can't, I forgot all the lyrics. I told you, man, I have a brain problem. I used to be able to remember lyrics, and now I just can't. What's good, Heidi? What's good? Yo, my name Happy. Long live the resistance all day, yo. Free Syria right now. Free Syria. Right, Greaser? Thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement. And you need to deprogram yourself, okay? Join Discord. Join Discord. I do have a brain problems. I can't remember shit. Zapatra, USA and Western governments are more of a threat to their citizens than any foreign country. That's true. The imperial boomerang. And yeah, I definitely, I don't hate Platner. I don't think he has the right to exist. I don't think a lot of these U.S. Army people, I can't say this probably. I could get banned, okay? In Minecraft, okay? In Minecraft. Right? Free Mecca, exactly. Free Mecca. All right, people. We're at the 2-hour mark, so at this point, anything is possible, right? At the 2-hour mark, anybody got beef with me? Stand up and show yourself. Okay? Free Mecca from Al Saud. Politics. I have a brain problem. I told you. Yeah, I do have a brain problem. I can't remember things, okay? What's good? Mole a tough cocktail. Right? Love for the love. Okay? I don't know who you is, so I can't say I love you. I don't know who you are. Right? I don't know what you look like. What if you look like Graham Platner? So, okay. What if you're like probably the best person ever, like the nicest person on earth? However, you look like Graham Platner. I can't say I love you, right? That's gonna be a problem if you look like Graham Platner. You might need to get a nose job, like clavicular. You might need to get a nose job, right?
You did the nose thing first. How did that come about?
I was getting a scar fixed up by Dr. Byaby, and then I just asked him if he could do my nose too. And with it, he basically got it on the books within like 5 days.
What'd you actually change just to make it more straight?
Yeah, my nose is more straight. It's less wide, the alar base, and the tip is derotated slightly. It already looks a lot better. It's hard to breathe right now, which is the only thing, because there's a lot of stuff inside my nose.
You did the nose thing first.
Why did he get a nose job? I feel like he already had a good nose. I should get a nose job actually, because I got nose problems. Not cosmetic. I need, I need to, you get me? Because I have to wear tapes sometimes. Because I don't have a nose bridge. That's the problem. Yeah, I need China to build me a bridge. I don't have a nose bridge. Breathe better, yeah. Exactly, Molotov cocktail. Hey, wait, ain't you my enemy, Molotov cocktail? Yo, what? Ain't this guy my enemy? Ain't this guy my enemy? Vagina Bush. What is JFC, by the way? Because JFC is just chicken, Jew fried chicken? Jewish fried chicken? What JFC? Yo, what the fuck is JFC? It's Jewish fried chicken over here. I wonder what that tastes like. It's Jewish fried chicken. JFC. Why could he DIY his nose? Yeah, didn't he like didn't he promote hammering your yo, that's crazy. Hammering your cheeks or some shit. Didn't he promote that shit? You know, you can just do gua sha, right? You know what gua sha is? You don't need to hammer. The Chinese figured it out. You don't need to hammer your you don't need to hammer your cheeks. Just do gua sha, right? The Chinese figured it out. Let me find like a nice video about it.
Facial gua sha and lymphatic drainage are not the same. Which one are you practicing? Lymphatic drainage uses a very light touch, pumping or gliding along the skin's surface. Facial gua sha can be light, but it can also be stronger depending on where you're working and your technique.
You don't have to hammer your fucking face.
Of lymphatic.
This shit is like 1 cent. You buy it for 1 cent at the shop. It costs you 1 cent, and you just it's Chinese medicine.
Lymphatic drainage is the lymph itself and getting it to drain down towards the heart. But gua sha targets the muscle and fascia layer and uses friction.
Yo, but I need the advanced gua sha though. I don't have this in my country. There's some advanced technology gua sha
to improve blood, qi, and...
You don't need to hammer your fucking face, people. Your white boys, listen to me. Your Sunnis. I know the Sunnis love this manosphere shit. Or whatever the fuck. You don't have to hammer your fucking face. Just listen to the fucking Chinese. Okay?
Fluid circulation, not just drainage. This is why...
And it also makes sense because what it does is it improves your blood circulation. Right? By improving your blood circulation, you're signaling to the body to heal certain parts of your body. Okay? That's what you're doing. Right, people? Politics. If you genuinely need surgery, Minna, he didn't look gay enough. Yo, nah. Clavicular. He completely, holy shit. If you genuinely need surgery, I don't mind. I mind conservatives pretending to know how to define the sanctity of life. What do you mean by this? I'm scared. Every time politics start saying some serious shit, I get. Look, plastic surgery is needed. For example, if you're a burn victim, you need plastic surgery. If you have a lot of infections that need plastic surgery, you need plastic surgery. If you have problems breathing, you might need a nose job. But if you just want to change your nose to something else, I don't think you need that shit. Unless your nose is, I don't know, I don't know what to say. Okay, I don't have a solid opinion about plastic surgery, but this is probably not it. Okay. The music. What's up with the music?
You're retarded. You and everyone in the chat, you're retarded.
What is going on? Nah, nah. Yeah, he already, this nose. What was his problem with this nose? This is a good looking nose already. I don't get it. Yo, people, tell me. This is already a good looking nose. What was he trying to change? I need to know. Minna, there's a better technique with the dot thing. What? I'm not familiar with that. But men getting 1 second of beauty standards and immediately hitting their faces with hammers. How does that even work scientifically? Hitting your what do you call this? What do you call this? Ah, shit. Molotov. He looks like every other preppy. Yeah, he had a good looking nose. Heidi is fine. Jess Pulido, it's not the same picture. I don't know what you're looking at, Jess Pulido. I think it's because this nose looked too aggressive, I guess. I don't know. And then he pretty much destroyed his nose bridge. You know you need your nose bridge to breathe, right? Dr. Miami reveals the changes he'll make to perfect clavicular's nose. Nobody on earth is perfectly symmetrical. Speak for yourself, okay? Maybe I am perfectly symmetrical. You don't know. Everybody is slightly asymmetrical, nostrils like sisters or brothers. So this is okay. They're fixing his nose because of beauty standard. What the fuck is beauty standard, people? Holy shit! What does it even mean? It's all made up. Anyway, yeah. Why are we talking about clavicular? Anybody got beef with me? Now is the time. Vagina bush. Bone smashing is kind of... Oh, you're the expert now on bone smashing? Bone smashing... Yeah, it was better before, Heidi. I agree. Bone smashing is kind of DIY plastic surgery. Is the way the bones grow back. What if the bones don't grow back? You know bones can just not grow back. That happens. If you got diabetes... Okay, I don't want to scare you. If you got diabetes, you break your bones, it just might not grow back. This literally happened in real life to someone I know, right? And this someone I know he has a job that he has to do, right? This someone I know has a job that he has to do. But because his bones did not grow back, now I got to do his job, okay? This shit is so personal. So this guy who I know, he fractured his bones, okay? A monkey went on a tree and broke a branch. It fell on his shoulders, it did not break his bones, it fractured his bones, right? Okay, number one mistake, because he's a fucking Asian, after that happened, he went to get a massage. Dumbass shit. That's some dumb shit. Don't get a massage. The doctor will tell you if you have a bone fracture, right? Just go rest. Just go rest. It will grow back. But nah, he went to go see a masseuse who probably destroyed the shit out of his bones. And now he won't. And now also, because he does not control his sugar intake, he has high glucose, and that causes the bones to not grow back. So now I have to do his job. Every week I got to do his job now because his bones won't grow back. So people, don't hammer your face. Don't smash your face. The bones might just decide not to grow back. And don't get plastic surgery for no reason. Right? Miko, he just scared me. Who? Comrade, any BC or Medhurst? Wait, what do you mean? You motherfuckers are saying random shit. The hypothesis is that you make microfractures in your bones to increase bone density. No. Look, I think, I don't know. Is this scientifically true? I'm not a scientist, okay? I know this works for muscles. This is how muscles grow. I don't know about bones, because bones can just not grow. Like a fractured bones can just not grow. This works for muscles, I think. Because that's how you gain bigger muscles. But also, you're not supposed to have muscles you don't use. So, man with long last name. What type diabetes? I think type 2. He worked for the look, you vagina bush. You inherited the diabetes. He worked for it. Okay? He worked for that shit. He's the working class of diabetes. He's the proletariat of diabetes. Okay? He sees the means of production of diabetes. He worked for that shit. Okay? Motherfucker drinks sugary drinks every day, yo. This is normal in Malaysia land. People just drink sugar drinks. Drinks made out of sugar. Over here, it's a problem in this country. A lot of my countrymen work for the diabetes. They work for it. It's effort. Imagine the audacity of people to work for diabetes, right? When some people are born with diabetes and it's not a good life, and then they see some people just working for it. You want this? Really? This is what you want? This is what you work for? Jess Polido, BC is happy being an ethnically based Tawink with minor what? What are you talking about? I'm not a Tawink yet, okay? Not yet. Okay? But I think, yeah, people do see me as a twink. They don't take me seriously as a male person. Minna, I'm getting plastic surgery for a secret and perverted reason. What? Vagina bush. I take offense to that. I work for mine too. That inflammation. Yeah, but what do you have to do to get the inflammation? Walk? Hey, I'm walking over here. People, it's not something, walking is natural. Just Pulido, people do the same thing in Mexico. Yeah, we have. No, but you know what? Mexican food is not that sweet, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's just the one chef that I go to. I'm not a gay faker, okay? I try to be as manly as I can. I wear man clothes. It's just that people don't see me as manly because, I don't know, because I have an obsession with pink. I wear pink stuff. I have pink fans. I mean pink, those Korean fans. I just have a lot of pink accessories, so people don't take me seriously. I don't even have a labubu. If you're gay, right, you need to get a labubu to signify. That's how the gay people in Malaysia, they identify each other through labubus. If you're a guy, you have a labubu, you're probably gay. That's how they identify each other. For the snoo, so that they know who they can approach for the snoo. What are you talking about, Philip? Cherubism looks scary? What the fuck are you saying? Cherubism looks scary? The fuck? I'm glad. What the fuck is cherubism? I'm literally cherubic. Am I a mutant to you? This fucking Tibet dick sucker. I have no labubus. I have 0 labubus because I'm not gay. Okay? No, I do not have labubus. I only buy labubus for people. Okay? I do not get myself a labubu. I'm a straight male in Minecraft. Anyway, where were we? Anybody got beef? Now's the time.
Communism is back. among U.S. youth. I just want to bask in this graph for a little bit because it is a beautiful graph. So a third of Americans under 30 say they like communism. This is from the...
This is not schlop. I don't want this. I want schlop.
With this. I love how happy they are. So I'm going to be reacting to this book talker, Sim Book Talks Badly, and they have a very interesting TikTok lesson on how to...
Vagina bush. Cherubism is a disease where your bones... Okay, I don't have this. Okay. I thought it had something to do with cherubic. BE. Okay. I'll check out BE new video. Holy shit. I'm trying to watch my fellow Southeast Asian over here. Right? Spooky streaming socialist. Trying to watch a Southeast Asian and motherfuckers want me to watch a white boy. Trying to watch my fellow brownie, right? And y'all want me to watch a white boy. I see what's happening here. Right? I see what's happening. He got a new video out. Australian government. As you can see, I watch BE videos offline, okay? That's how I get my news. Right? Just Pulido, it is June. You're supposed to be gay. Nah, I can't do gay shit. I just can't. I'm just too straight for gayness. Cherubism is a disease where your bones keep growing, where they have no business growing. It makes your cheeks look really okay. I thought it was cherubic. I thought you just meant cherubic. As you can see, I watch BE videos off stream, so I don't need to watch it on stream, right? That's how I get my news.
I love how happy they are. I wish...
So pay attention to my fellow region man, okay?
So I'm going to be reacting to this book talker, Sim Book Talks Badly, and they have a very interesting TikTok lesson on how to deal with tankies. So what book talk is, this is the corner of TikTok that loves to read books. First of all, I love how they have a whole whiteboard that's color-coded. How to deal with tankies like what, in red? And then they have tanky, noun, a do-nothing accelerationist, chronically online, genocide-denying, quote-unquote Maoist, quote-unquote Marxist-Leninist, quote-unquote Stalinist. I'm obsessed with this. I love how happy they are. I wish I could be this happy. I wish my life had so little going on that I could be this happy complaining about tankies.
Or pass a social reform that would meaningfully improve the lives of all the workers around you, and then someone comes into the comments on your social media and calls you a
No, people, we're not watching BE, okay? This is Southeast Asian time. Southeast Asia supremacy. Okay?
liberal imperialist sheepdog, then you might have a tanky problem.
This person doesn't even have an IRL example. All you're doing is like complaining about social media comments. Get a grip.
I am going to narrowly define tankies as a do-nothing accelerationist, chronically online genocide-denying Maoist, Marxist-Leninist, or Stalinist.
The big problem we have here is like tanky, it has such a slippery definition. Whoever I think is bad is a tanky. And so this definition is a good example of a completely slippery definition of tanky. First of all, what do we mean by genocide denying? What genocide?
Yeah, because, you know, like in the Western world, they are taught that certain people kill a lot of people. Even though a lot of that is Nazis being killed, it's counted. If it's Nazis being killed, it's a genocide. It's a genocide on innocent people. If it's like people being starved to death because of sanctions, that's a genocide. That's a genocide by the Asian guy, right? Yeah. They have a very loose definition of genocide. If it's like a people, if it's like a certain group of people being murdered, mass murdered, it might not be a genocide, okay? It may or may not be a genocide. It might take a few years for the UN to decide if it's a genocide, even though it's a genocide, right? They're going to debate it for like decades. But if it's like Nazis being killed or like people being starved to death by sanctions, that's a genocide by the Asian guy, right?
Are you talking about the Holodomor? By that definition, bourgeois scholars who acknowledge that the Holodomor was not an intentional famine, but, you know, just a famine caused by different policies, bad weather, etc. I mean, are they denying a genocide? And then second of all, they have Maoist, Marxist, Leninist, and Stalinist in quotes. Like, why are they in quotes? Technically, I wouldn't fall under this definition because I'm not an accelerationist and I'm not a do-nothing. I am chronically online, though.
If you call yourself a tanky, but you are not all those things, then this video is not about you.
I'm confused then. Like, if you're
Nobody calls themselves a tanky. Holy shit. You get called a tanky, okay? The honor gets bestowed upon you. Even though you're probably not a communist, but you can be randomly accused of being a tanky. I got accused of being a tanky back in my younger days because I didn't like Hillary Clinton. That's it. That was it. I didn't like Hillary Clinton. A bunch of liberals called me a tanky. That's it. I didn't even know what communism was. I didn't even know what the fuck is a tank. Never seen a tank. Never been to Hungary. Never did any of this shit. Just being called a tanky randomly. Vagina Bush. Sims. Okay, relax, okay? Southeast Asian. Southeast Asian supremacy. Right? Green eggs and hammer. What's good? I'm a tanky. Send this liberal vegan to the gulag. What, is it a vegan? Nothing wrong with veganism, okay? Nothing wrong with the veganism. Except it's too much carbs. That's all I have to say. It's too much carbs and plants have feelings. Okay? Plants do have feelings. Minna, TikTok users will just lay the groundwork for imperialist slaughters and do it with the worst Yang accent and condescending attitude you've ever seen. Exactly. Mio Mixo, to which race makes the most guns? Wait, what? Toivo, if someone says you're a tanky, that's a good sign. Yeah, they don't even know what a tanky is. They don't know what it is. They just call whatever they don't like a tanky. It's like what's the word they use? There's another word they like to use. Just people they don't like. A tanky. I forgot. Okay. There's a word that Americans use. If they don't like you, they just use this word on you. You don't have to. You don't have to be part of this word, but they just call you it. Tanky is one of it. Tanky is one of it. They like to call you use certain words just because they don't like you, even though you don't fit the description of that word. Okay? Yeah, even fascist. A fascist, it might be fascist. If they don't like someone, you're a fascist. No, this is, just Pulido. This is exactly it. This is the word I was thinking about. Fascist. It's just someone they don't like. Okay? Like, they call everyone a fascist. It doesn't, to them, it has no meaning except someone they don't like and someone they've been programmed to hate. That's it. That's a fascist. Right? Like, they've been programmed to hate Hitler, even though they are worse than Hitler. These motherfuckers are literal Hitlers, literal small Hitlers. Right? They've been programmed to hate only Hitler. Right? They're not programmed to hate the British Empire, for example, even though the British Empire is worse than Hitler. So say Hitler is a fascist, but they never call British people fascists. So fascist is just some person they don't like. All right, good night, Comrade N. Big up, Comrade N. From Norway.
Identifying tankies this narrowly? Isn't this literally like what? This would be like 10 people? Are we just complaining about 10 people in your comments?
Important to define our terms because communists have never agreed on what communism actually is or means. Unlike what tankies will tell you, they'll tell you they and they alone.
I mean, look, what's a stateless, classless, moneyless society, right? I mean, is there that much controversy? Some people might differ on how to get there and how to get to that point, but like, it's pretty unanimous. It's a stateless, classless, moneyless society.
Truth of the matter is, if you ever get 4 communists in a room, you're going to wind up with 5 communist organizing parties.
Well, yeah, but like, they're going to disagree mainly on methods of how to get there. They're not really going to disagree on what communism is.
We're going to talk about topics like tankyism is really just Calvinism.
What is this? Tankyism? Is that a new ideology now? I'm so confused what is going on. I feel like this is social democracy slop. American social democracy brain rot. Y'all will see later in this TikTok, but very, very much made by an American.
Tankyism is Fed shit.
Fed chart? The captions say Fed chart.
Don't know communist history and don't actually read or think critically about the books that they're always talking about.
You know, say what you want about tankies, but, you know, I think they're probably the most well-read tendency on average than, you know, all the other tendencies. What do social democrats read? Kautsky?
Noticing that this is very similar to the work I did in 2023 and 2024, where I broke down Zionist ideology and talked about how to dismantle it and argue with it. And I'm pretty sure I can do a good job doing the same thing with tankies because they actually use many of the same rhetorical strategies and logical fallacies that Zionists do.
Citation needed. If we want to talk about the Palestinian struggle, the left, the tankies, have always been, alongside the Islamists, some of the few people that have stood side by side against Zionism. The PFLP,
That's true.
the DFLP, comparing tankies or communists or what.
That's true. It's always been on site with the people you call tankies. It's always been on site. Even if Muslims and commies have historically hated each other and killed each other, but it's always on site. It doesn't matter. It's always on site with the commies when it comes to injustice, international injustices. It's always on site. I think people are waking up to this shit. Even the Muslims are waking up to this shit. In real life, in my country, the people who used to be allergic to the C word, right? A lot of people who used to be allergic to the C word are softening up. I'm talking about Sunni Muslims. They're softening up. They're realizing this might be the one. This might be the one that's most similar to what we're supposed to believe in. At Klim Tab. I got called a tanky. I got called a tanky by a Ukrainian Nazi who was claiming that anti-Semitism is an Eastern Islamic concept. And what? What do you mean? Yo. A fucking what? The term, holy shit. Yo, at Klim Tab, you might need to school the motherfucker. The term came from Austria and Germany. Like, it's what? Unless Austria joined, I don't know, Asia. The term was literally it was a term that was floating around Austria, Germany, and then a linguist, a German linguist, right? Basically popularized it. That's crazy. But then yeah, it's a Ukrainian Nazi, so Mio Mixo, more guns are made by the West, and Westerners have the audacity to say other races are the most violent. I wonder where they get those guns from. You have this is yeah. Yo, the East, we do make guns, but we make accessible guns. Okay, we make accessible guns that can be used by the people. But when the people need to fight the establishment, these are accessible guns, right? They make gatekeeping guns, right? That only they can use. The East makes accessible guns, and this is the what do you call it? This is the pattern with everything, even cars. The East makes accessible cars. The East makes accessible tunnels. You know, tunnels. Right, back in the day, in order for you to make tunnels, okay, I don't remember this shit exactly, You'd have to go to a fucking some German company, so they can go to your country. If you need to fix tunnels, okay? If you need to fix tunnels, like those tunnels they use for transport, back in the day when the capitalists were in control of this shit, you had to call up some German. The German comes to your country. They fix the tunnel because only they know the technology. And then they charge you fucking millions for it, right? Even though it does not cost millions to fix this tunnel. This is how capitalism works. It's not about the actual cost of something. It's about the fucking fairy tale cost of something, right? This is what you had to do to fix tunnels back in the day. But then the Chinese figured it out. They figured it out. They figured out you don't need millions to fix these tunnels. You just fix it, fucking fix it. And this is why the capitalists hate the Chinese. The fucking tankies. What they do is they make things accessible to the people, even weapons, right? Even weapons with the weapons made in Asia. It's accessible to the regular people. They make things accessible. What's good, Leaping Larry? What's going on? Like, yeah, just simple things like fixing a tunnel used to be a whole thing in the capitalists when the capitalists had control of it. And you look at cars, right? These motherfuckers, they gatekeep cars, right? The value of something in a capitalist world is based on fuckeries. It's based on nothing. It's literally based on nothing. It's based on what they put the price on it, right? The right. Yeah, they used to have to call a German to fix tunnels, right? And they will charge whatever the fuck. And then when the Chinese figured it out, the whole world realized, realized, holy shit, we don't need to pay this much. This is not how it costs to fix a tunnel. The fucking Germans, it's a scam, people. It's always the Germans. Okay, Toivo, okay, relax. Relax. Sometimes you do need a car, okay? Who got automated? I didn't ban you. Bro, Voss, I did not ban you. When the fuck did I ban you? Voss, you're not banned. Wait, were you banned from Discord? I mean, it is what it is. Maybe you were annoying. I mean, is it my fault that you're annoying? What's good, Sunset? What's going on, Sunset? Look, Voss, is it my fault that you're annoying? And then you get banned from Discord? Is it my fault? Don't blame me. Okay? You're a Zayo shill. I wish. Yo, 7K USD. 7K USD a month? That's like 35K in my money. I wish. Can't even teach me a new language. I barely mastered my own language. You can't. Voss, your Discord is compromised. Keep glazing the UAE. Who the fuck is glazing the UAE? Miko, bitch ass some. No, I'm not in Discord, so I don't know what's happening here. By the way, people, join Discord, okay? Join Discord. Please join Discord. Phil, did you see the video about the American stores throwing good quality stuff in dumpsters and call the cops? No, I do not. Wait, Voss is Indonesian? Wait, what? Wait a minute. He's Indonesian. Ah, fuck out of here. Yo, Voss, relax, Voss. Relax. How do santai aja sih. Yo, Voss. Santai aja sih. Lu ngapain lo? Ngapain lo, Voss? Lu ngapain sih? Hah? Ngapain lo, Voss? Gigi sana, entot koceng lo. Entot koceng lo, Voss. Lo gi sana, lu entot koceng lo. I have limited Indonesian. I can't really speak Indonesian. Yo, Vos. Lo dari mana sih, Vos? Lo dari mana? Dari mana sih? I'm asking him where he's from, like which part of Indonesia. It's got to be Jakarta. If you're fucking annoying, you got to be from Jakarta or some shit. Fuck out. Of course, I know these people. Come on now. I'm always right, people. I told you, man. I told you he's from Jakarta. Holy shit. Why am I always right about this shit? I can smell this shit. Right? I can smell this shit. I know he's from Jakarta. Annoying ass people. Right? And I'm half Javanese, okay? Aku separuh Jawa sih. Aku separuh Jawa. I'm half Javanese, so I can talk shit about the Javanese. Annoying ass Jakarta. Voss, Discord banned me. Maybe you were being annoying, okay? It's not my fault. Discord is popping. Alright, people, join Discord. Don't forget to join Discord. Right? Yeah, big up Indonesia. Big up Indonesia. I got love for Indonesia. My great grandfather came from Indonesia, but fuck you if you're annoying. I like Hasanabi. Mio Mixo, Jakarta used to be more Hindi. I don't know if it's Jakarta. It might be, maybe, I don't know. Okay? I'm not a scientist. It might be other parts of Indonesia. Indonesia is a large ass country. Hassan is a rat. Toivo. Wait, we're watching the Southeast Asian, okay?
Whatever. The Zionist is a bit silly.
Be like, Sim, why is this a big deal with all that's going on in the world? Like, why should the left be fighting with itself? But I see tankies as, like, again, this definition of tankies as a...
You see, communists are not the left. The left is some random Western definition of whatever the fuck. It doesn't even mean anything. What the fuck is the left?
Calvinist cult, similar to Christian evangelicalism. Like any cult, it is leading our youth astray.
What is this? Protect the children. Protect the children. They're getting seduced. They're getting seducted by Marxism-Leninism.
Let me try to prove just that first claim I made.
I love the updated chart. This is beautiful. Color coding different parts of what makes a tanky a Calvinist. Tankyism and Calvinism. So on the tankyism side, you have Lenin, Mao, Marx, and then on the Calvinist
I'm gonna be
side,
honest, I have no idea what Calvinism is. I was thinking of Calvin and Hobbes. I don't know what Calvinism is. At Klim Kimta Bali. Yeah, Bali is Hindu. Bali is Hindu. I mean, forget Indonesia. My country was Hindu before Islam. My country was Hindu. We still do Hindu. We still have Hindu ceremonies that we do, right? And we're in denial about this. We're in denial about our Hindu. Like literally, the person who discovered my country was called Parameswara. Yo, his name was Parameswara, and I'm supposed to believe that we're not Hindus. We used to be Hindus, okay? And then the Yemenis came and the Yemenis converted us. Big up the Yemenis. Ansar Allah, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, Takbir. Big up Ansar Allah. They came here and turned us into Muslims. But we used to be Hindus. We still do Hindu ceremonies. When we get married, we do a Hindu ceremony. Look, Voss, we're not going to talk about Mamdani tonight. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Okay? He ran on the platform of being pro-Palestine. So what? So fucking what? Pro-Palestine don't mean shit. Right? What the fuck is pro-Palestine? Like, you pro... You can't be pro-Palestine if you believe in the existence. If you believe in the right for the illegal entity to exist, you're not pro-Palestine. Right? Voss, if you had a choice of voting pro-Israel, he's not pro-Palestine, he's pro-Israel. Mamdani is pro-Israel. Just yo, Yankubians. Wait, you're Indonesian. Why are you acting like a Yankubian? You're fucking Indonesian. Are you one of those metropolitan Indonesian, you know? He's not pro-Palestine. He's pro-Israel. Okay? When people say stuff, do you just believe it immediately? Like that's it. Do you take it at face value, or do you consider their actions? Do you consider even their speech? When they condemn the resistance, do you not consider that? Right? Just Pulido. Does your family drink golden turmeric? What? Turmeric milk? Not really. Why? Voss, can you give him me evidence? Why do I need to give you this evidence? Go find it yourself. Go to my channel. I have a video about Mamdani. I'm not your fucking secretary. I'm not your fucking PA. Fuck out of here. Miku, if you're nasty, what did I miss? A lot. How do you milk a turmeric? No, you just put the turmeric. You put it in the milk. Green eggs and hammer. He said it's anti-Semitic to support Hamas. He did, yeah. He condemns the resistance. Anyone who condemns the resistance is pro-Israel. Turmeric milk, yeah, they put it in the milk. They put they like to put spices, the Indians, spices in milk, in tea, in chai. And it tastes good. It tastes good. It really does.
Side, you have the old.
Yeah, and now I can't focus on this video. Fuck it. Yeah, you guys are trying to separate me from the Southeast Asian. That's what you motherfuckers just don't want me to. You don't want. Whenever I watch a BE video, nobody disturbs me. Nobody fucks with my ADHD. But when I'm trying to watch a Southeast Asian, everybody trying to change the topic, right? You guys don't want to be. You guys don't want Southeast Asia to be united. Okay. Just Pulido is good for inflammation and the immune system. Indian parents, yeah, it is good for you. Tea by itself, chai by itself is already good for you, right? Tea is already by itself is good for you. You know, they have they even have some tea, some special tea. Okay, I wasn't trying to do a pun, okay? They had some specialty where in Ipoh, right? In Ipoh, which is a state in Malaysia. Ipoh is a minor state. Okay? There's this Chinese uncle who has a tea that was from his ancestors. They make tea for minors, right? To open up the breathing. I gotta go to Ipoh now. Fuck. When do I have a off? I need to go to Ipoh to buy this tea. This tea is made for minors because minors, you know, they have a lot of liquids that end up in their breathing system, right? Because they're minors, right? They go into the caves, so they get really liquidy inside. So they have this special tea which can open up your lungs, you know, and just pretty much remove all the liquids and make it easier to breathe. Holy shit, I need this. I was there talking to this uncle, Chinese uncle, and I did not buy the tea. Fucking idiot, people. Fucking idiot. I was interested in the tea, but I did not buy it because I thought it was expensive. And then when I thought about, holy shit, I might need this tea. It helps you breathe. Right? And then when I read I read further about the tea, it's a special tea. It is expensive for a reason. It's expensive because it helps you breathe. And you don't need to take it often. Just maybe a few times in your life. It just, Miko, ginger tea. It's not ginger. I think it's a special kind of tea. It's a black tea. Yeah, it's something like that, maybe. Builder's tea. It's for miners. Sapatra, I want some of that tea. And that uncle was cool as hell. You know what he did, right? I went to his shop, right, in Ipoh. He literally gave me the tea. And this tea costs hundreds, right? He knows I'm not gonna buy this tea. He just gave me the tea. So I felt guilty. So I bought some tea that I could afford. I bought some green tea. And then I told him, and then he kept pouring me the tea anyway, even though all I bought was this cheap ass green tea. And then he said, "Okay, have some more of this tea, this expensive miner's tea." And I'm like, "Wait, uncle, I don't think I don't think you are profiting from this, because I bought this tea for like $40, but you're serving me $100 worth of tea." And he's like, "Nah, I don't give a shit." I told him, "Uncle, this is not making sense, okay? You're not gonna profit from this. Okay? I spent $40 and you're giving me for free." And he just kept pouring me tea. Multiple times he kept pouring me the expensive tea. And I'm like, "Yo, this makes no sense." And he was like, "I don't give a fuck, we're Malaysians." Okay? He's like, "I don't give a fuck, okay, we're Malaysians." Sapatra, English tea is not very strong. Yeah, he was sharing tea, but he wasn't sharing just any tea. He was sharing the miner's tea. And that shit opened up my lungs. I could breathe. Holy shit. Now I need to go to his shop. He was just chilling. He was just even like he had a whole shop. Maybe there's a YouTube video about it. Tea shop. He had a whole shop, 3 stories, and we were like, "Can we take pictures?" He was like, he opened up all the doors. Yeah, go in, go take pictures. I can't find it. It's a beautiful shop too. It was Chinese tea shop. Ah, this is the one. This is the shop. I found it. Oh shit. Yeah, this is the shop. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is the shop. Oh, it looked better than this now. This is 5 years ago. Hilltown Tea Shop. This 5 years ago. It looks better now. It looks way better now. Oh, there's no new video. Maybe I need to make a video about it. Yeah, this is the shop. Nah, you know what? English tea is not strong at all. Even the regular ass Malaysian tea is stronger than English tea. Yeah, the Chinese, they use tea for specific stuff. They have tea for miners. They have tea for, for different uses. They know about tea. And they don't take it with sugar. You can taste, there's a taste. So they don't. Sunset, what's your favorite vegetable? Eggplants. Eggplants. Because eggplants taste like meat. Just Pulido, why get no surgery when you can just drink tea? No, you can solve it permanently if you get like a cutter. Okay, Sunset, that's sexual abuse. What do you mean you have to show you? I don't need to see no one's eggplant. I don't want to see no one's eggplants, okay? Relax, okay? Why are you sexually abusing me? I don't want to see eggplants. Right? At Klim Kim Tap, that's the miner's tea. I forgot, okay? I forgot what it came from. What it came in. Oh, they got Indian tea too in Ipoh. Holy shit. Charros, builder's tea is just builder. An English blend, but steep for a long time with low milk. What the hell is low milk? Is it like a low caste milk? Like, is it from a lower caste? That's racism in milk. That's crazy. Can't believe there's racism in milk. Oh, not a lot of milk added. Just no, eggplants taste like meat. Slimy meat. Okay, 3 minutes to 3 hours. I need to hit 3 hours, and then I can. You get me? And then I can. Oh man, people are not making videos about this tea shop. Maybe I need to make a video about this tea shop. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I think I have it on my TikToks. Let me see. I have it on my TikToks. Or maybe it's on TikTok. Hilltown Hippo. Ah, there you go. This is the shop. Liao Bao tea. I think that's the tea. It's black tea. Liu Bao tea, a type of dog tea produced in Guangxi province of China. This is the shop. It looks cool. So I just randomly came across this shop. I wanted to take pictures. He let us go inside and go upstairs. He even opened up upstairs for us to take pictures. Look, I can't. Yeah, the text is too fast. And there's an uncle that manages the shop. He's like 70 years old, but he looks like he's 40 years old. No, I have a picture of this uncle. Give me a minute. I can find a picture of this uncle. I have a picture of him. Cause I have a secret TikTok, okay? I have a secret TikTok for my photography. Right? Yeah, this is my secret TikToks for photography. Okay. Where is it? I have a picture somewhere. Yeah, this is the one. This is the Unk. This is the Unk. He's like 70, 80 years old, people. But look at him. He's ripped. Holy shit. This motherfucker is ripped. I would buy tea from this guy. So he kept pouring me tea, black tea. He just kept pouring and pouring and pouring. This tea is worth, one pot of tea is worth hundreds. So he just kept pouring me tea. And this is his shop. Look at it. Bro, look at this, bro. Come on now. It's beautiful. So he let me take photos of his shop and shit. And also they have on the street itself, they have some memoriam for tin mining. Yeah, they have some sort of bricks where people do art as like a memoriam. Yeah, it's exactly some Ghibli shit. You know, Ghibli is not Japan. Ghibli is Southeast Asia. Let's be for real, for real. Ghibli is Southeast Asia, not Japan. Look at this. Look at the beauty. Like this city, unfortunately, this is where Ian Miles Chong is from. This city is a Ghibli-ass city. The people are nice, right? You don't understand. The people are nice. Because people in my in the main city is not that nice. They just pour you tea and shit. W-unk, exactly. Am I okay? I'm at 3 hours. So I can get the fuck out of here. All right. Right, let's see who's online. Let's see who's online. Anybody got beef with me? Now's the time. Anybody got beef? Now's the time. Before I get the fuck out of here. Caleb Maupin, who the fuck is that? Revolutionary, President Sunday is online. Okay, we'll go President Sunday. Sickly thoughts on Zionism? What do you mean thoughts on Zionism? What? What do you mean thoughts on Zionism? I don't know. I don't know Zionism. What do you mean thoughts on Zionism? I don't have 3 hours to spare. Okay, to which? Who's online? Thoughts are to end it. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have the right to exist. Nothing has the right to exist. Things just exist. Shonda Black is online. Rathbone is online. Sad Girl is online. Surf TV is online. Who's online? Let's see. Maybe I'll send y'all to Rathbone. Yo, Jarros, who should we raid? Are we pro-Iran here? Shiklit? Yeah, we're pro-Iran. Where you from? The which? We've been pro-Iran. I was born pro-Iran, people. I was born in the 80s. We were helping Iran in the 80s. My country was helping Iran in the 80s. Right? You're from the UK. All right, you're a limey. I was born pro-Iran. Fuck out of here. Eh? Takbir, Allahu Akbar. I'm going to send y'all to Rathbone, okay? Nothing has the right to exist. Things just exist. Deal with it. Right? Philip, are you pro-Cuba? Yes. Fuck yes. I want them to cure diabetes. I want them to cure everything. Of course I'm pro-Cuba. Holy shit. What kind of question is that? Big up Miku. Okay, from cat. That's it. That's what you're gonna say, cat. Politics. Yo, politics. You a wild motherfucker. What the fuck do you smoke? Okay, I'm gonna go on Discord. Okay, see y'all in Discord. Today is it's not my off day, but today I'm work from home. I can chill. Oh shit, I didn't even check my work messages. I could be fucked. Okay, I'm good. Okay. All right, people, love for the love. We're gonna read fucking Rathbone. Love for the love. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Peace? Peace for who? Iran gets punished for resisting, and Israel gets protected no matter what.
All right, Bunker Cat raid. It's my lucky day. Thank you, Bunker Cat. Welcome in, raiders. Don't forget to tap that like and subscribe, everybody. Be a good goy. Do the right thing. Tap the notice button.
Years and 8 months into a live stream.
What's up, Bunker Kitty? Bunker Kitty Cat. Nice to see you. Mongolian throat singing raid. Okay.
Genocide. How
Sure
many
thing.
more